So what are you selling?
The next addictive social media app, the Facebook of our generation.
It's a new app that turns users into celebrities overnight with an algorithm that rewards frequency and creator engagement.
It's like they'll never turn it off.
Is there a fee to sign up? Subscription model?
It's free.
Now, how do you make money? Advertising?
No, data tracing.
How?
The app uses a reward system, so the more the other social media apps that you link to your page, the higher that your profile sits in our database.
So you're selling data that you mine from the app?
We're aggregating from the app itself, yes, but also from third-party apps.
So what do you do with the data?
We create the ultimate consumer, a digital avatar that lets us pinpoint your interests so advertisers can have full assurance their spots will land.
But you just said there's no advertisements.
There aren't.
We sell the data back to the apps and pages that advertise.
You see, the problem with Facebook is that they lost the incentive for people to keep using the platform. Who doesn't want to be the next Charlie D'Amelio? Our app, Spotlight, will do just that.
Target market?
18 to 35 years old.
From the moment they get their period to the moment they...
Keep it serious, Sandberg.
Guys, we've been at it for hours.
The pitch is tomorrow.
It's your big day. We can call it when you want.
Let's just make sure we got everything covered.
You guys got me till midnight.
Let's call it.
We haven't even gotten into valuations, market cap.
Yes, we did. For the last 9 hours, we've been getting into it.
Don't you just want to make sure that we got everything covered?
Okay. I'm the asshole. I get it. But it's not some random VC firm. My dad works there. I've known Carl Powers since I was fucking circumcised. We're fine.
Go for 16. At 16, people are old enough to drive. There's some carte blanche with their behavior online.
I figured at 18, everybody would be a consenting adult.
Nah, they don't want to hear that. They just want to know that you have a jump on the next Charlie, the next Chase Hudson, the next Justin Bieber. Yeah? Retention rate?
I thought we were done.
We actually don't have
65%.
No. We said we weren't discussing retention. Mr. Weinstein.
Listen to yourself.
No, Mark, we talked
That's
about
the whole
this,
reason
man.
we have the meeting.
Wait. How do you have a retention rate of 65%?
Because Waz over here figured out a way to make the user experience never ending. With small suggestions and rewards to keep you on the app.
Look, we tested on a beta-sized crowd. We have no idea if it would work with a larger sample size.
So let me get this straight. Facebook has a retention rate of 28%. Instagram, I think, has, give or take, 34%, and TikTok is 42%. So you're telling me that your new app has a retention rate of 65%?
Did I mention we're looking for investors?
Let's call it.
Booyah! Big day tomorrow. Thanks, Mr. Weinstein. Send me an invoice when you can, and I'll Venmo you same day.
Good luck, gentlemen.
I believe that guy's 300 an hour. So you're gonna be in a mood before one of the biggest pitches of our lives? Come on, Pete. It's a selling feature, damn it. Retention rate. Who cares? It's just a word.
It's not retention, it's addiction. How much longer can we keep going like this? I mean, seriously, if we continue down this path, we're not gonna be able to walk any of this back. The whole reason I started this app in the first place was for
A shit ton of money. Don't you see that?
a different way. We can still be the next big app without contributing to the media addiction crisis. You know, the only reason that the retention rate was that high in the first place is because we needed the data from the first users before they signed off.
Addiction crisis? That's not even a thing. What?
Should never have told you about it.
But you did, because you're not a fucking idiot. And I'm gonna mention it tomorrow, because it's my duty as owner and business end of this company to make us some fucking money.
Tell you what, you want to mention our blatant consumer manipulation tomorrow, then consider me out.
Out. Out on the night before our meeting. Are you fucking kidding me? You read one Instagram post about social media addiction and now you're some kind of martyr?
Mark, look around. You don't think that there's a problem here?
That's the way it is, Peter. You actually think you're gonna get people to stop using their phones? That's insane.
All right, well, I'm out.
You wanna be a 9-to-5er? You think Steve Jobs cared about retention rates? You think Zuckerberg cares about retention rates? Fuck!
Can't take Mark's shit anymore.
I take it didn't go well.
He can't code anything. All he does is spend his dad's money, and this app was supposed to be my way to create a platform for people to showcase themselves and their talents, and then get some recognition for the average guy or girl who lives in the shadow of their Kardashians and one of the other hundreds of vapid, talentless celebrities. And Mark is so fixated on this one bullshit feature that wasn't even supposed to be in the final version of the app. It was just supposed to get us more research for our... Are you even listening to me right now?
Yes, babe. I'm sure you and Mark will work it out.
I can't believe this. I have the biggest pitch of my life tomorrow, and I can't even get 2 minutes of your goddamn time.
Come on, man. I didn't mean that shit about being a martyr. I just got carried away. We don't need to talk about retention rates. I'll never mention it again, Peter. I promise you. Pete.
Worked my ass off to get here, man.
I know you did, man. I know you did. If you weren't with me, we wouldn't be here. I know that. I'm proud of what we built. I'm proud of what you built. Look, we won't mention the retention rate. All right, we won't talk about it.
I'm just really stressed out, man.
Yeah, we both are, man. We both are.
I know.
My dad is putting a ton of pressure on me. I don't just get to pitch ideas whenever I want. It took a long time to convince him this is a winner. This is it. You know, my dad always tells the story of his college startup he had with his best friend. They got in a stupid fight before it even launched. Split ways, never spoke again. His co-founder was Billy Callahan, who's now the wealthiest VC in the Western Hemisphere. I don't want that to be us, man.
Me neither.
Let's focus. All right, tomorrow is a day we've been waiting for our whole lives. This time tomorrow, we could be millionaires.
Mr. Powers will be with you shortly.
Great. Thank you, Grace.
Thank you.
Again, thank you very much for coming today. It's Friday, I know. Gentlemen, sorry to keep you waiting.
Peter? Dean? Dean, Peter Wilson, my engineer.
Dean Sandberg, Chief Financial Officer at Powers VC. Mark tells me you really got something here, Peter.
Yeah, well, we're excited to tell you all about it.
Mark, follow me. We're in the big room today. Mark, Peter, meet Sandra, our COO, and Daniel, our CIO,
Hi, nice to meet you.
and our president, Carl Powers.
Mark, it's been exciting to hear about your progress from your father. How are things?
Things are good, sir. We've made quite a few breakthroughs with Spotlight and are excited to present to you.
Wonderful.
All right, shall we begin?
Let's.
What's the ask?
Pardon?
How much money are you guys looking for?
We're looking for an investment of $12 million for 10% of the company.
Valuation of $120 million.
Not bad for our first company, Mark. So what is it? What is Spotlight?
Spotlight is a new social media app that turns users into celebrities overnight.
Like a TikTok.
No, it's an aggregator. So one app that controls all your social media platforms. The more apps that are connected, the higher you rise through the algorithm, the more your content gets seen and shared.
Huh. Sounds a lot like Base Finder.
What?
A new app out of Stanford. Similar, but yours sounds catchier. Demographics?
16 to 35.
Good. Capitalize on the youth.
And what are we looking at in terms of users? At $120 million valuation, I hope you have the users to back it up. What's your growth rate?
Our beta averages 10,000 new users a day.
And it's growing.
How are you making money on these users?
Data tracing.
Through your app.
It's an aggregate of all the social media apps linked by the user.
How are you gaining access to pull from the platforms of third-party apps? I mean, we're talking titans of the media space here, and they don't just let anyone access their APIs.
Our app asks for permission from social media apps like Facebook and TikTok to create a perfect online user profile. It's all pendant on the user themselves opting in.
We understand what your app is doing, but have you gone through the legal and compliance assessments?
I mean, you're easily looking at a few million in legal fees just to sort this all out.
But we're already doing it. It works.
Illegally. Without the social networks granting you explicit permission. Users aren't companies.
Data mining and data tracing is the wild, wild west. It's just starting to make it to the forefront of user privacy agreements.
So, how are you going to make money on this?
Gentlemen, surely this wasn't the only way that the app can make money?
There's always advertisements.
Right. Selling advertisement space makes sense when there's a user base, but right now they haven't convinced me that this app will do anything better than TikTok.
We can consider advertising. I think Peter and I are open-minded.
Everybody knows advertisements aren't cool. Sure, it worked for Facebook to start off without them and slowly bring them in. But how are we going to compete for attention off the bat?
Gentlemen, is that it? Seems that you have some compliance issues that need to be sorted out before we can seriously consider your proposal.
Well, there is one more thing. Isn't there, Mark?
Spotlight has shown a 65% user retention rate.
Come again?
The app has a 65% user retention rate.
That's a little hard to believe.
What's TikTok's?
45%.
42.
Why didn't you mention this before?
Boys, I'm hard-pressed to believe these numbers are accurate. But if they are, we may be in business.
What's at the core of your operating principle?
It's an algorithm designed to steer users with suggestions and rewards to keep them on the app.
Rewards.
User engagement. More followers, more likes, more exposure.
Time-based.
It's confidential.
And you've created an algorithm that can keep people on the app 65% of the time once opened.
Well, Peter did.
Well, gentlemen, our team just needs to look over these numbers and take a peek at the program itself. But we can start some initial paperwork this afternoon. What do you say, Peter?
Wow. Pitching makes him very nervous. I'm sure it's a mixture of excitement, too. It's actually all right, though. We won't need a signature to move forward. Where do I sign?
Hey, man. You doing all right? You left, so I just...
Did you sign?
Listen, Peter, let's just... we can
Did
talk
you
about
sign?
this. Calm down, Peter. Let's just talk this over.
No. I'm done, Mark. Just tell me right now what you did,
Peter,
all right?
calm down.
Take one step closer, I'll wipe the fucking server.
What?
I will delete everything.
Stop, Peter. That's not funny. And besides, it's all in the cloud.
I control that too, you fucking idiot. Now tell me what you did. Mark, tell me or it's gone.
Okay, yes! It's done! And with any luck, your app will soon be in the hands of millions of people around the world. Not to mention, we're rich!
Good luck cashing that check.
You fuck!